and welcome back to Desire to Inspire. It's your mama's favorite podcast. I'm Dylan
Yes,
here
sir.
with Freddy. What is up, dude?
Not much. What's popping, baby?
DTI
Life is
50 is
good.
underway, baby. DTI 50 is
It
underway.
is. It is. We're about to wrap up day 2. I only got about 1,000 steps left. And
Shit, we done on here, baby. 10,201 right now.
dude, your pops, I don't know what he be doing, but he moves.
Well, I mean, his job, he's constantly just walking back and forth, like at his job, like
Oh.
from like this rack to something else. But he
He'll
did
send
that
it and make me feel like
before
shit.
golf.
Yeah.
So, because he's talking about golf, I'm like, damn, that's about to be 25K.
Yeah. Easy.
I also though I don't know if he tracks on like a watch or if it's his phone, so I don't know if it fucks up or what. But hey, I mean, I know he's at least getting 10K, but 18 was a lot today. I was like, damn.
I know. I saw that. I was like, Jesus, he making me feel like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how hard it was to be able to hit that though, especially at
For
this
real?
like desk job. Yeah.
I hit mine
like
every day, but I make myself like I literally make myself go for 2 to 3 walks if I have to.
yeah, I was telling Matt it's a good thing that I live in this apartment complex that I do because it's fucking huge. And
So
so
you just go
like
walk around?
I'll just get up, go walk around.
I'll make sure like at the gym, like for a lift, I get in 2,000 steps. I'm every set, dude. I just go do a lap. I'll be
That's
just
what I
walking
did
around the
today.
gym while I'm lifting.
That's
People
what
probably
I
look at me
did
like I'm
today.
crazy. I always do that shit though. I just
The dude that was in the gym with me today, I swear he kept looking over his right shoulder because I was just pacing back and forth during my workout so that way I could get those in.
Oh yeah, I always do, bro. I leave my gym bag so that I know nobody steals my machines.
Yeah, that's what I got the DTI water bottle for.
Yeah, mine's just chilling in a little pouch on my gym bag.
Hell yeah, baby.
The
Dude, I'm
DTI
getting used to
up in the gym.
what. Yeah, that's how it's got it, bro. I got it everywhere. I got it. I got this. I got my other Yeti. My mirror in my bathroom has a DTI sticker on it. My computer's got
You got
it.
a sticker?
My phone's got it. Yes, sir.
Where'd you get a sticker at?
Bro, the sponsor. They be hooking me
This
up.
sponsor don't fuck with me, bro.
It's because you ain't here. They want us to be together. But yeah, I got that. Like everywhere I go, bro, I'm seeing it. It was on the back of my phone, but it just fell off because I had another sticker there. But yeah, bro, it's everywhere. Manifesting this shit, it's coming alive. You know, I like the conversation that we had the other day, next year and what we're planning and stuff like that. So I'm excited, bro. Just a quick little bit before we jump into our thing is just like seeing things come to life and like making changes and pivots, whether it's in our day-to-day activities of what we're doing. So things that keep us top of mind, things that keep us going, like all this stuff, like you and I have it, I feel like honed in right now where we know what we want, we know where we want to go, and we're doing things to make sure that we're accomplishing tasks each day in order to get there. But not only that, it's like, okay, you know, this is what we're doing. This is where we want to be. Now, this is what we're going to be in 2023. And it's not that we're giving up on 2022. It's that, you know, we got the rest of this year mapped out of what we want to do. So now it's like, how can we level up and do what DTI is meant to do? And so it's just cool, bro. It feels good. I feel energized. Like I noticed myself working on things at all hours during the day. And when I got free time, I'm like, instead of, you know, pulling up TikTok, I'm not really on it as much. I'm making fucking posts or I'm making things to backlog the inventory of stuff that I have. So that way we can constantly put it out. It's flowing, baby. It is flowing.
I mean, that's the conversation we had though, was like, it's not anything about giving up on 2022, but any major corporation isn't looking at, they've had 2022 ready since 2020. I mean, sure, they had a pivot with pandemic shit, but like, everyone now is in, honestly, like big corporations are in 2024. So like, yeah, we should already be, which we're actually damn near to 2024 now. Like, we've got a lot of shit mapped out.
We do.
This, like keeping on like the fact that, like you said, like you're feeling more energized. I'm feeling the same way. I think that a big part of it is just like this little community that we have around this challenge.
Yeah.
Like we've done challenges before, but like you obviously had to pay for them. So like just being able to drop this one for completely free, which granted, we're not really like giving anything out, but like we're structuring it. We're the ones putting it together. Like we're the ones who like put this whole thing on. Yep. And seeing like all these people every day in the chat, that's just getting me amped up.
Yeah. And it's cool too. Like we haven't really been doing this that fucking long for people to even like want to join in and like jump in the bandwagon or whatever you want to call it to like even support us to do it. So seeing the community we got right now and how it's growing and the people that are in it, it's just exciting for what's to come if we or as we stick to it and continue to grow it and put more structure and focus around what we want out of it. So it's cool, baby.
Yeah, it's super cool. And I mean, you're right. We haven't been in it for a while. So like, but I'm seeing like followers on every platform just grow every day just
Mm-hmm.
because we're being a lot more active. Like we're involved in things. Like we're not just here's 3 days a week. Here's what we got going on. Like,
Yep.
and it comes like down to our personal page and then on the brand, which is something that me and you talked about a few weeks back. Like these people who are locked in now, like we're not gonna forget like who's this core group right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like moving forward, it's cool to see. And I'm excited to see like where it grows because sure, like this is the first time we're running this challenge, but it's not a challenge. It just takes place August 29th to
Yep.
whenever the fuck it ends. Like people are gonna be running this all the time, and like I just want to see it grow and more people just keep coming into this group.
Yeah. Same. Get that growing. I think it kind of lines up though with what we kind of want to touch on and talk about
Yeah.
today. So I'll let you get into that and we can just fucking get after it, man.
I forget the exact word. I've had this like I wrote it out originally as like a topic for the podcast that I wanted to discuss,
Yep.
and then I just kind of made it into. Did it come down?
No, it's up. I just saw it.
Oh, okay. It wasn't loading on the page for a
Mm.
second. It was the only picture that wasn't there. I was like, they fucking take that down. Why would they take that down? But so I made it into a post for Mental Mondays, and it says you don't let your phone battery get too low. So why do you let your own? And I had it written out like in a much more extensive way that basically said like to stop treating your phone battery better than you treat yourself. Like the moment your battery hits 20%, it's got that little red, you're
Mm-hmm.
scrambling to find a charger. When it's at 5%, you're fucking stressed. But I feel like a lot of people live at 20 to 25%. Like they give so much energy and they never do anything to recharge.
Yep.
So for me, that was like the topic I wanted to touch on this week, was just kind of how, well, first of all, like we need to stop doing that. But then like what are the practical ways that you can actually take care of yourself and make sure that you are recharging?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you think about it, you give your phone the juice when it's low. That's going to make it perform at optimal whatever range that it's going to. And so that phone has one thing, and that's the cord that you plug into it. And if you're using the analogy of recharging your body like you do recharging your phone, you can get into the technicals where certain chargers are better off for the phone. They make the phone last longer, all that
And you
kind
got
of
them like
stuff.
superchargers, bro.
Yeah, you got the superchargers from Apple, all that kind of stuff. But if you use a generic charger, it takes longer, doesn't give you good battery life. It ends up killing the battery because it's constantly feeding it that power when it's charging overnight and stuff like that. And this boils down to like, what are you putting in your body? What are you putting into your life to give you the energy, whether that's 20% or 90% that you wake up with each and every day? Because I noticed over, honestly, this year, I've probably treated my body the best this year than I have over the last 10 years. The things I put into it, how much I put into it, the work that I put into it. And not only that, but I'm not just focusing on eating and the physical activity. Now I'm focusing on up here, and I'm doing shit up here that's giving me the energy. It's giving me the clarity. It's giving me the vision to be able to go and tackle all these like dreams and goals that I have, whether that's meditating, journaling, cold showers, fucking getting the optimal amount of sleep, making sure I'm sleeping at night, like doing all of those things. So that way it's not just fueling my body, but it's also relaxing it. It's also clearing space for the negativity to get out and just keep that good energy coming in. And I think that's important because a lot of the times it's easy to talk about, diets and physical activity. But this fucking thing right here, if this stops working, you're in more trouble than you are if
Yeah.
you can't run a mile or if you can't bench 135 pounds. And so that's what I realized in 2022 is that your mental workouts, your mental exercises play a long way, and they make you feel 10 times, if not 50 times better than just eating healthy or working out.
I think like everyone hears like the mental work and like they automatically assume like, oh, I've got to like do all this deep thinking. I need to meditate. I need to do this. But like, it's literally just anything that's not stressing you out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what relaxes you. And I'm not talking like go watch fucking Netflix for 4 hours. Like that's not what I mean. I
Yeah.
do think there's value in like 30 to minutes to an hour of like mindless TV, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, like you have to do other things, like just find things that you enjoy, and that can be anything. Like, do you like to like play an instrument? Do you like to read? Do you like to write? Like, just anything that's gonna help like shut your mind off and like just focus on other things. Like, all these things take like intense focus. I think that that's why the gym for us we refer to as therapy a lot, or like
Mm-hmm.
our places, because like when you've got fucking 200 pounds on top of you, you're not thinking about anything except getting that fucking weight off your chest. Like just the things that take your mind and like mentally make you focus on nothing else.
Yep.
So I think that's important. I've personally like been watching way less TV. I have like my shows that I watch like on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been making the effort to not let myself like get into new series or shit like that. And dude, I've been reading like 3 books a week. Like I'm talking
What
like
the
like
fuck?
I read a book in a day the other day. I would sit down and it was done. I was like, holy shit. And I'm not talking like self help books either. Like, I'm just reading like for personal
Yeah.
enjoyment. But that's
Damn.
something like I'm not thinking about anything else in that moment. But
Yep.
that for me is what sparks everything else. Like I know that when I do that, I'm sparked creatively and I always want to write. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it comes down to like writing stuff for this, and sometimes it's just an outlet to get shit out. But
Yep.
that's just something I've always done. And now like the more I'm reading, the more I'm like, okay, like this is like getting my mind to like do other things and like just go all these places that it wasn't doing if you just sit down and just stare at a screen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that's like
And
my thing lately.
yeah, once that reading's over, and stuff like that, then you're like, okay, now I got to do this, or now I'm gonna watch this show, and every single fucking thing that we preach, bro, stems back to this, like the mental side of it, where every second you're keeping your mind active and off of that depression and anxiety or the things that are bothering you is helping you 2 times over to get over this hump of this dark place that you're in, this dark depression or anxious or whatever state, because your brain was stimulated for an hour, fucking 24 hours reading a book, and you didn't think about those hardships that you're going through right now. You didn't think about the things that you're struggling with. And it's not that you were pushing them off to forget about them, but you are doing stuff so that way your brain could relax and actually see, like, okay, life isn't that bad. Just take a step back, do things that you enjoy, make better habits. And like, for instance, reading is way better than scrolling on fucking TikTok or
Yeah.
Facebook all day long. And so it's those little things, whether it's a minute or it's 35 minutes of doing something that is getting your mind completely off of this real fucking world that never stops, that's moving at a million miles an hour, and just grounding yourself and being like, oh, that felt good. That felt good to even take a bath. That felt good to go on a walk. That felt good to read that book, because guess what? You weren't thinking about all those struggles, because everybody has fucking struggles, bro. Life is not easy. But we want to pin ourselves against everybody else as if nobody else has problems and only we do. And so doing those little things, having those little habits, whether that's journaling, reading, um, drawing, whatever it is, are all helping that mental state to give you the motivation, the determination to like make it through another fucking day if you have a hard day.
Hey, you take a bath?
No, I haven't taken no.
Okay. When you said that, I was like, does he bath?
No, I
I
gotta stay
feel
in the
like
shower.
it's a very suspect thing for guys to do. It
I
feels
wouldn't
weird to me.
I would make I would tell a story about what my father told me one time, but
It's
we're
not
just
very
gonna
PC.
no.
I can
So ever
assume.
since my father told me that, I have maybe taken 2 baths.
Dude,
So
Dami takes a bath every day.
yeah, I might jump in a bath, during this DTI 50, but that's gonna have some ice bags in it, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah. Dude, I
But
was
yeah,
literally thinking that before, like when you were talking about cold showers and shit. I was like, I fucking wish like that we were in the same area for extended period of time, and then my mind was just running all over the place while you were talking. Because ice baths was one of them. Like, I'm not gonna get an ice bath by myself. And, like,
yeah.
put it on my deck. I don't know. Like, I'd be looking like an idiot in my parking lot.
Yeah, I told Lo that I was gonna get one of them buckets and just put it on my balcony and
Yeah.
dip in it every single day.
They are
Oh,
cool though. Like, I obviously did one a few weeks ago, and it should like that's another thing. Like, you're just so focused on your breathing
mm-hmm.
that everything else doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, because you're like, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then you start counting and you're like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And then you keep telling yourself, I can do this. This isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. It's the same thing with cryotherapy. Like you get in and you're like,
I
holy
haven't done that
shit.
yet. I want to
Dude, you
do it
gotta
though.
all right, do that. That's my fucking challenge to you is do that within the next couple weeks because
Okay.
if I could do it every day, I would do it every fucking day. Just
Every
like I
day?
would take an ice bath every single day if I had like a machine that
Yeah.
would I would
They
do
got
it.
like those barrels. I don't know how much they are, but I know like
Yeah,
they
that's what
hold the ice in them.
that's
So
what I
you
was
just
just
put the
talking
top over
about.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. They got some too though. When I have a house, I will definitely have one of these where it's got like a filter and it filters the water and cleans it so that way you don't got to empty it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Um, but dude, the cold showers, all of that. I was talking to my mom about it and the benefits. I'm actually going to do a post on it because there are insane benefits for cold plunges, cold baths, cold showers, whatever it is. Um,
Even for
and
like
I,
inflammatory shit, like
yeah,
there's all kinds of shit with it.
yep. So I've been writing down a lot of things. Matt and I were talking on the phone today, and I wrote down a topic that I'm going to write about. And to it, I feel like I'm becoming more of a writer, I guess, through this whole like DTI journey, and I'm enjoying like writing and learning about things. And it's I obviously like anybody else, you look at your work and it's like, wow, this sucks. It could be better. But there's a lot of people that it fucking resonates with. And a lot of people come back and are like, oh, I love this or I love that, or I didn't really get into this one, but it's like, well, that's good. I don't want you to get into all of them because if you're
Right. They're
getting into
not all
all of
for
them,
you.
yeah. And so it's been cool. So I've just been writing down a bunch of shit, and during the evenings, during the days, I'll just get a random itch to like start typing or writing or making a post about something. And so that was one of them was the cold showers because my mom was like, I saw that you like do meditation or cold showers. What are the benefits? And I was like, oh Lori, you need to take a cold
Oh yeah.
shower.
That's what's about to be dope. When we go to Indy to visit Mike, that'll be dope because they got one out there. So
Oh,
we'll definitely
really?
be able to hop in while we're there.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that'll be dope.
Yeah.
We gotta map that out because
Yeah.
before we know it,
He
the
moves
how
tomorrow, so
okay. Dope.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that figured back out. But yeah, it's just the more and more that I like go through my day to day, it's realizing that it really is just these little fucking things and correcting
Hmm.
like bad habits that add up to like massive results. And so I was watching what's this? He's like, I would say that he would be an extension to us. Like he thinks like us, he talks like us. He's got a
You
way
know who he
bigger
is?
plat. I'm gonna have to look at his name. I just started seeing him recently.
Just on social
Um,
media?
yeah, on social media. And so he was talking to like overweight people. And he was like, this month, this is all I want you to do. Get on a treadmill, walk on 10 incline for 30 minutes or something like that, 3 times a week. And then month
10
two, we're gonna
inclines no joke, bro.
yeah. And then he was like, and then month two, we're gonna do this. Month three, we're gonna do this, and then the journey's gonna be over for this part because you're gonna see X, Y, and Z. And he breaks it down to like realistic things. Like you're not gonna get somebody that's fucking 350 pounds out here working out 4 or 5 times a week. You're not going to get them in the gym 2 times a week because they're not going to have the motivation and determination. Some people will, yes. Most people will not. And so,
The
like,
only people who are the people like who don't just kind of want it, like they've already like hit that low point where they're like something needs to change.
yep.
Those are the only people who are 100% gonna like change everything in their life. But the majority of people are these people who they know that they need to change,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't know how yet, and so like they're still struggling. Like, they haven't hit that point where it's like it's do or die, like it's fight or
Yep.
flight. Like they're not there.
Yep. That's why I was telling you I want to get in contact with as many people as possible and help them out with whatever their struggles are because we could sit here and not just us, anybody, you could sit here and listen to somebody talk and you'd be like, okay, they can improve this way or they can do this differently or they could whatever to reach X, Y, and Z goal. And so you get somebody started on that pattern or that habit transformation of I always use the example of like drinking shitty like pop. It has so much sugar in it, like cutting that out will make you feel and act
Yeah.
100 times better. And so it's correcting those little habits, but most people don't correct them. And like even myself, I'm noticing that like I fell back into some bad habits in terms of just like eating or like things I was doing. And so DTI
Mm-hmm.
is already making me like, fuck, I was lacking in this. I need to do this better. Or now I have more time for X, Y, and Z. But it's finding those habits that you can correct to get new patterns in your life, and then that'll form the new habits. And dude, that's all it takes is those little fucking things. It's not a huge let me consume your life with all of this stuff and in 2 months it's all going to be resolved. Like Just like it took you a journey to get to that biggest point in your life, it's going to be a journey to get to the smallest point. And we can't think so narrow mindedly where, oh, we need it right now. If it's not here in 2 months and it's over with, like, no, this is a fucking journey that's going to last the rest of your life. Because guess what? You know how easy it was to revert to that, but we're not going to go back to that. So let's create different characteristics about you and how you do things that are natural to you and that flow and
Mm-hmm.
keep that snowball going, because it's just like the tweet that I tweeted out the other day. Once you get one person supporting you and behind you, they're going to tell somebody about it. And then that person's going to start listening to you or support your product. And then they're going to tell somebody about it. And you get that snowball rolling. And as long as you don't fucking stop, it might take you 5-10 years to get to this like peak that you want. But guess what? It's building year upon year upon year upon year. And it's going to motivate you because you're like, wow, now instead of, 5 people supporting me, I got 15 people. Now I got 100
Mm-hmm.
people. And it keeps going like that.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about like you don't need a million people. You just need like a core, solid group of guys. I actually had one of my clients. He like just did his 3 months and he was out, but like he was on track. His name's Mitch. He's in the same city as me. Like he lives in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And we had kept talking about like when I was in Arizona. Oh, when we get back, we'll go golfing or like we'll go out to drink or like just something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually hit me up the other day and he's like, "Hey, dude, would you?" He hit me up yesterday actually. He's a Notre Dame fan, so he was hitting me up about the game.
Yep.
But I was telling him I'm not drinking right now anyway. So like, but he was like, no, I was actually gonna see if you wanted to like just go to the park or go for a hike. He's like, I think like you'd be able to help motivate me more in that setting than if we were on the golf course or something. So
Yeah.
like that's what I'm trying to get more into is like the friendships where like we can go out and do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when I was home, like it was way different than like when I'm usually home. And like they were talking about coming out here and going on a skiing trip, like going hiking and shit. I'm like, this is what I want, man. We're fucking we ain't getting any younger. Let's like go enjoy some real shit. Like let's stop going to the city just to see every bar they got. Like
Yep.
let's go do shit, man. There's so much more out here to do.
Yeah. I was just talking to Tone because I'm going to visit him 2 weeks from now. And
Mm-hmm.
he goes, what does one do when somebody visits and you can't drink? And I was like, bro, I mean, X, Y, and Z we can do this. And I was like, and we can just find stuff to do when I get there. I was like, I live pretty simplistic now in the sense of
Yeah,
like, I don't need to see the nightclub. Like, I can't tell you the last time I went to a nightclub.
I hate nightclubs anyway, dude.
I hate them.
Like that ain't my scene.
But
If
again, I
I'm
say
gonna
all
be
this.
out, I want to go to a dive.
Yeah,
But that's just me.
same. And I say all this, and I don't want people to be like, oh, Freddie says he doesn't drink on the podcast, but he doesn't. Like, yes, I enjoy getting drinks still,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't enjoy getting drinks the way I used to get drinks. I like going and sitting around, like you said, a dive bar or like some patio or something like that, and just having a couple drinks and then going home and stuff. So don't get me wrong. I wish I could have a couple drinks in North Carolina, but I'm not dying or
Right.
need it. So,
That's like usually when I'm home, especially like I wasn't home, like I wasn't visiting family. I was just with the boys. Like it was a fantasy. Obviously, we drank on the fantasy draft.
yeah.
Like even that was way more low key than usual. Like when
Well,
we were
that's good.
done, we all went home and went to bed. Then the next day, it came up like, do we want to go out?
Mm-hmm.
And Zio even went like we all went out to lunch. Had I had not even a full drink because I was not feeling it. It wasn't even like the drunk from the night before, dude. I ate pizza and it fucking destroyed me.
Mm,
I forget what pizza does to me. It does not agree with me.
I love pizza.
I do too when I'm eating it. And the next morning, I don't. But anyway, so
That's
like went to lunch. Then I walked home. I was like, it's not the street. I'll walk. Like I need to get some fresh air. So Zia was like, I'll walk with you. We walk. And we get home. She goes up. We all go to the basement. She comes down 3 hours later. She's like, wow, I can't believe you guys didn't go day drinking. We were literally, all of us were sitting on the couch sharing a blanket, just watching TV. It was weird, dude.
yeah, that
And
is
we went to the
different.
bowling alley. Sure, we drank at the bowling alley, but
Yeah,
that's
that ain't
not our
what it used to
normal
be.
affair where we're doing shots at the fucking club. Like
Yep.
it was different, and I enjoyed the visit. It was a much better experience than normal.
Yeah. I have a few trips coming up, and like some of those I didn't even make longer because it was like if I go down there, like I know we're just gonna like go to the bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not. But again, it's just aligning with what I'm focusing on and stuff like that. And I've been really good about doing what I want to do and not doing what I don't want to do, which I love.
Mhm.
So I would say that's also important when recharging your battery. A lot of people get drained out by,
They don't know how to say no.
yeah, thinking they need to impress everybody else or thinking that they need to do everything everybody like reaches out to them about, helping them, whatever it is. You can say fucking
I
no.
was the worst for that. I'm
Yeah.
a huge people pleaser. If someone asks me to do something, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'll come. Like,
Yep.
I'm always the guy who's in. Like, you don't even have to ask me. You already know I'm in. And now, like, it's easier for me here because, like, first of all, I've only been here for a year. I don't have a ton of friends here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you obviously are in a different situation. Like, you have a new set of friends who live there,
Yeah.
and so like for me, it's easier for me to just be like, I just won't hit anybody up, and then I'm probably good. But even tonight, like, my work's having a fantasy draft. They run into place, and they were like, "Hey, are you gonna make it in?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna make it in person. I'll be on my phone."
Mm-hmm.
Just because, first of all, they don't really know me all like that, so I don't need to.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't need to make an excuse. I just don't want to go. Let's sit my ass
Yep.
on the couch and do the same shit.
I feel that. God, I got a bad itch on my back. Got it. Um, yeah. Yeah, no, I got a fantasy draft tonight too. Luckily, everybody is dispersed now. It used to all be my friends that I met down here in Dallas, but there ain't many of us left. There ain't many of
Crazy.
us left.
I'm pumped for you to come out here and visit next month, dude.
2 months.
Well, I mean, it's September's like in a
True.
day.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
we're
really,
coming the first week in November.
I thought you were
So
coming
it's
the end
like,
of October. Oh no, you're right. You're here till like
yeah.
November or something.
I mean, we'll be there October 31st or 30th, whatever.
Next month. Man.
So 2 months.
But yeah, same shit. I mean,
Yeah.
you're literally here until I leave anyway. Like I'm leaving November 6th, so
Cool.
I'm debating if I want to leave November 5th and go support these guys at the Army. But then I got a 5-hour drive down to Orlando. So
I was gonna ask if you were gonna go to that. I mean, brother, you spent a lot of money on this, even though you're not doing it. You might want to go and support the boys that you were.
but like here's my thing is like you can only support it from a few different vantage points and it's gonna be
True.
an 18+ hour race. It's like what
Yeah,
am I
don't
gonna
go.
do?
Yeah, don't go.
I'm
Fuck
there
that.
in spirit, dude.
Although you could walk around and mingle with people and pass out DTI stuff, so that's another
True.
avenue you could take it.
True. Did you
All those.
see Matt and them are hosting a thing in Lorraine?
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
He told me that when I talked to him the other day, and I was like, "In fucking Lorraine?" He was like, "Yeah, man." I was
That's
like,
where I
"That's
lifted
dope."
when I went home last time.
Was it dope?
Yeah. He's actually gonna be on the podcast, guys, in the next probably 3 to 4 weeks. The guy who owns the gym. And there's stuff like that he was about to tell me about, and I was like, "Hey, you want to be on the podcast?" He was like, "Yeah, I have to save all this for you." Then he's
Oh,
like,
bet.
He's like, "Because the gym's gonna be like up and running and shit." So
Yeah,
so
I'm
cool.
excited.
We'll save it for the pod.
Yeah, we got to have him on. So that, I mean, obviously we're plugged in at Lorraine, baby.
You don't know him, do you?
I don't think so.
Jeremy Smith.
Mm-mm.
He knows Matt Music in them.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I don't think I do.
he was in the military for a bit. He just got back to Lorraine like right when I got there.
Okay. Yeah, no, they're I'm excited for them. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
Matt was telling me all about it, so I
You're
wish I could
obviously
be
gonna
there.
be like here. I'm gonna be getting ready to go somewhere. So I'm like, damn, bro, I can't come out the week before I leave.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna swing through though when I'm home for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
That's where I'm gonna be lifting it.
That's dope. Yeah, I probably won't be. My mom's trying to get me to come home in September. I have a lot of family that'll be in from out of town, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I won't go home until like Christmas time.
Yeah,
This
I'm
will be
not
the
going for
longest I haven't
Christmas,
been
so
home. This will be the longest I haven't been home since I moved to Texas.
this will be my longest as well because it'll be April to November because I didn't go to Lorraine, so I don't count this little
Yeah.
trip I just had.
Yep. Cool shit, man.
But yeah, we're just bullshit. Let's stop boring these people, you know.
We can do that. We got some things coming, people.
Yeah, we do. Next week, guys, we're gonna have Matt Lawrence on the podcast.
Excited for that.
He is carnivore. That's his diet, and he has a lot of like science behind it. So I'm excited to like dive into like his reasoning and like his story.
Yeah.
Should be a good one.
It'll be exciting. It'll be cool. Glad to have somebody on again. Love doing those because as I was just saying, I've talked to Matt numerous times since we've had him on. So it's been cool to get to know him and see his little journey as well.
Oh, you'll get to see him when we go to Indy too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's about to be that'd be dope. We might have to like make it a thing. Like make it like a little like meetup type thing and see if we can get some extra people to come in. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm
Get
down.
the content rolling. But all right, y'all. You guys already know the deal. Have the
Yeah,
desire to inspire and
just tell
see you
somebody
next time.
about us. Maybe we'll impact their lives just like we want to impact yours.
Maybe we won't. But at least give
But
us the
that's okay.
chance. Peace.
Peace.